You guys are gonna love this recipe. I mean, who doesn't love a recipe heroing potatoes? You can chip them, you can fry them, you can roast them, you can do so many different things with them, but today we're gonna make one of my breakfast favorites, a potato rosti, a really nice, delicious, crispy, almost like thick potato pancake. So, box grater, potatoes, and grate away. Now our potatoes are grated, chuck them in a bowl. You want to season the potatoes to help draw out some of the moisture and the liquid from the potatoes. A couple of pinches. And then just mix the salt through the potatoes to help start drawing the moisture out from those potatoes. Now to chop your leek, it's pretty simple. Take off the green part into the compost, trim off any of the root, and then we're just going to cut our leek in half. And then lie it on its little flat parts, and we're going to cut nice little ribbons of our leek as well, as thin as you can with a nice sharp knife. And then once your leeks are chopped, they can go into your bowl with your potatoes. And again, just a little pinch of salt to season our leeks, just like so. So I've got a couple of garlic cloves and a microplane grater so it's nice and fine. Mix it together once more just to spread the leek and the garlic through the potato into a strainer or a colander. We're gonna tip our potato and leek mixture over the top of our bowl and let that sit for half an hour. And what's gonna happen is all that salt's gonna draw all the moisture out of our potato, our leek, and our garlic, and give us a really nice dry potato mixture to make our rosti with. All right, so now you can see how much liquid there is in the bottom of our bowl there. That's all liquid from our potatoes and our leeks and our garlics. All we're gonna do now is press out the rest of our liquid, and still loads coming out. You really wanna dry these potatoes out. Now that we've got our potatoes nice and dry and pressed all the liquid we can out of them, it's time to start cooking our rosti. So, a little drizzle of olive oil into our pan, and then a couple of cubes of butter as well. We're gonna cook this at a medium-high heat, and once that butter has melted, we can start adding our potato, our leek into our pan, and just start pressing it down. Then one last little squeeze, get as much water out as possible. And then with a spatula, we wanna start pressing our potato rosti down into our fry pan. So what we're gonna do is cook this on that nice sort of medium heat for about 5-8 minutes until we see a little bit golden on the bottom. And we'll come back and we'll look at turning it over. So when our rosti's been cooking for a couple of minutes, we're just gonna add a few little dollops of butter around our pan that will melt in. Give it a little wiggle. Okay, so our rosti's been cooking away. It's nice and golden around the edges, so I can tell it's time to flip. We're gonna continue cooking this for 8 to 10 minutes on that nice, gentle, medium-high heat. And just like before, after about 5 minutes, I'll pop a couple of cubes of butter in around the side just to help it be nice and golden and crispy. And that'll be our rosti ready to go in no time. You can see our rosti is nice and golden brown now. It's crispy on both sides and the potato is nice and soft. And what you should be able to do is just slide it straight off onto a plate like so. We're just gonna garnish our rosti with some hot smoked salmon from Coles. You just take some nice big pieces of hot smoked salmon over the top of our rosti. You can really top this with whatever you like. It's kind of a great base for lots of different things. You can make big ones, you can make little ones. And then we're gonna dollop a couple of bits of our creme fraiche over the top of our salmon. And then I like a nice big pile of our mixed herbs on top. So we've got chives in here, we've got some dill, we've got some shallots and some parsley, just to make it look a bit shiny and beautiful. A little drizzle of extra virgin olive oil. And then one last little pinch of sea salt on the top. Guys, that is a really quick and simple breakfast that you're gonna love cooking for your loved ones. Check out the recipe, get some Carisma potatoes in your trolley, and guys, happy cooking and happy eating.